There. Peter Flynn, who's been rolling along. What's this now? You're 3 wins in a row?
3 wins in a row, yeah.
How about that? And this guy that is challenging you today has something in mind. You know that, don't you? Because Richard Hawk Halas, the last time you were on our show, you lost, and you lost to a tall left-hander, right?
Correct, yes.
The guy who's right there on your right. So this is a rematch, huh? The Lakers against the Celtics or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Give you a little extra incentive?
Oh, sure.
For you?
I know.
Okay, all right, hang in there, and let's have your best bowling, both of you, right? We'll get started right after this. The line, Richard Hawk Halas of Chelsea. He has a league average of 123. Hawk has been on our show several times in the past and has been a winner on several occasions with shots like that, a beautiful spare. Good all-around athlete, participates in other sports also. And as we indicated in his last appearance on our show, he lost to Peter Flynn, who is today's defending champion. 6 is the fill on his spare. He has the 4 horsemen left side to convert for another spare. His high single is 189. His high triple is 486. 2 full on the head pin. He had a sizzling 710 to qualify. That's for 5 strings. It's an 8 box. Now our defending champion, Peter Flynn of Lawrence. Peter with an identical, no, it's not identical. He has a little more. That's right. His league average is 127. I was thinking for a moment he was 123, but no, he's moved it up to 127. Just missed on converting. But his high single is over 200, 204. High triple, 480. That's a 9 box. Peter is married, has 2 sons, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Works for the A.W. Chesterton Company. He'll be trying to convert 3 pins down here with wood at the back of it. He has the 3 in the background, the 9 and 10. A major piece of wood in back of the 3. There are 2 others over to the left. And nope. Could not get the 9 pin. Peter rolled a 407 last week. Now Hawk Halas. Hawk is married, father of 1 daughter, Colby. Peter's youngsters are Sean and Craig. 2 pins to pick up for Hawk Halas. The 6 pin and the 8. Will it go? Yes. Nice shot. Hawk Halas works the Harlan Slack's production department and Federal Express. Once again, he has 4 horsemen on the left side after getting a 6 for a fill, exactly the same fill as he got on his previous spare. And this time he wipes out the 4 horsemen left side. Crisply and authoritatively. Peter Flynn up. The roll-offs we mentioned are how the bowlers qualify to get on the show. These are not invitationals. We have a defending champion. And we have areas which are represented. There are about 6 different areas, as I recall. And we have a challenger from each of those areas as we alternate around. We have 7. Our producer director has just notified me that we have 7 areas that we alternate around. Now, the way a bowler wants to get on the show, he gets in a roll-off in his home lane. They take the top 3 from that and they send it to a regional. There may be as many as 60 bowlers in that roll-off. and only one. The one who comes in first is the one who makes the show, who comes on here as a challenger. Peter Flynn makes a spare, and we take our first real check on the scoreboard right now after 4 boxes of the first string. In each instance, the bowler will be coming up and working on a spare. The object pin now becomes the 3 pin, as he has 3, 6, 10 on the right and 4 over on the left. 3 marks in a row. Any combination of strikes or spares in the same string establishes a bonus of $50. Let's see if he can do it. Piece of wood is rolling around, and the rules of Candlepin Bowling say he must wait till it stops. He made it! All right, that's $50 in bonus money. It doesn't stop there. And when the bowler has established the bonus of $50, each subsequent consecutive mark in that same string now becomes worth $50 apiece. And he has another $50 as he has 4 marks in a row. Now Peter Flynn. Peter picked up $300 in bonus money last week. And Peter got himself a 9 drop. He just has 1 pin to pick up the 7 pin, 2 pieces of wood in front of it. All right, 2 marks in a row. Now he'll be trying for 3 in a row and $50 in bonus money. Here's the bonus. 2 full on the head pin. It's a thin hit. He gets just 4, and it will be tough to convert. He can go either side because he has an object pin in either the 2 or the 3. He chose to go left side and got all but 1, the 3 pin. So no bonus money at the moment for him. The winner of each string gets $50 in bonus money. If they tie, they split it $25 apiece. If a bowler rolls over 400 for the 3 strings, he gets another bonus of $100. And of course, for 3 strikes in a row, there's an additional bonus of $1,000, and each subsequent consecutive strike in that same string would be worth $1,000 apiece. That close is Halas to having himself 5 marks in a row and 2 strikes in a row. Time call by our lob line judge and referee, Ralph Stewart, who checks to see if it is behind or touching the lob line. It obviously was touching the lob line. The lob line is 24 inches toward the bowler from the center of the number 1 pin. If the wood is behind it, he has it. Another mark. $150 in bonus money. If the deadwood is this side of that or touching the deadwood line, it has to be removed. As long as it's behind it, it stays there, and it is in play. All right, 7 is the fill. He's already at 113 and has 7 in the 8th box, too. So he's at 120 already. He's looking this one over very, very carefully. 4, 6, 10 with wood. No, it didn't go. So that long string of consecutive marks ended at 5 in a row. But he gets a 10, and he's at 123 through 8. Now Peter Flynn, our defending champion. Peter has a strike. At the end of the program, we set up the 1, 7, and 10, and call it our high-low. And we have a jackpot that goes along with that. It's right now at $425. We ask our bowlers, giving first chance to the winner, 2 marks in a row. We ask them to take a shot at it. And if neither hits it, we add $25 and keep doing that till somebody walks away with whatever has accumulated. We have a home viewer jackpot that starts at $50 and goes up $50 a week whenever it isn't hit. I'll explain how that's done. But right now, let's concentrate on Richard Hawk Halas. He's our challenger today, and he has a sizzling string going. He's at 123, now gets a strike, puts him at 133. I've told you that his league average is 123. He's already at 133. 2 bonus balls to roll right now. Here's the first. That close to getting 2 strikes in a row. A single pin, the 5 to pick up. He made it. Already at 153. And 1 more bonus ball to roll. Should he roll a strike, it's worth $50 in bonus money. He probably will win this string and get another 50. 1 more would do it. It doesn't quite, but 9. And he winds up with a 162 and gets a congratulatory handshake from our defending champion, Peter Flynn. Now Peter gets a tough split after 2 marks in a row. He winds up with 7, and in addition to that, gets with 1 piece of wood in the back. Side by side, he has 5 and 6, plus he has the 7. Oh, what a shot! What a beautiful shot! You could see that set up there 100 times and not see it made. A beautiful shot. 5 and 6 side by side, plus the 7 in the corner, and he made it. And gets a 7 drop here. What a beautiful, beautiful spare that was. So $50 in bonus money for Peter. And it comes back across and makes it a 10, and he has a 133. Boy, you are seeing some candlepin bowling, I want to tell you. And these are excellent bowlers with league averages each of 127 and 123. So any of you folks who are seeing this for the first time, don't expect it to be like this all the time. I want to tell you that. Boy, oh boy. At the end of 1, our challenger, Richard Hawk Halas of Chelsea, 162. And our defending champion, Peter Flynn of Lawrence, 133. Our defending champion leads it off, and he is Peter Flynn of Lawrence. What a way to start the second string for Peter with a strike. All right, the first bonus ball on his strike. Wee bit too full on the head pin. So he winds up with the 2, 4, 7 over on the left, the 10 on the right, and 2 pieces of wood in between. See what he can do with it, using the wood. Everything except the 7 piece of wood rolling against it, but not hard enough. So it becomes 9 for the fill, and now he will be trying to make this into a 10. It's a 9 box. And now Richard Hawk Halas comes up, our challenger from Chelsea, Massachusetts. Because there are different times for this program on our Candlepin network, I just want to remind those of you watching on Channel 5 that almost a strike for Richard Hawk Halas, that this 10:30 start, which we have today, will prevail throughout the fall because of the ABC football coverage. And those of you in Springfield and in Providence and in Portland will check to be sure that it's on at the time that you're accustomed to have it on each and every Saturday. But in the greater Boston area on Channel 5, throughout the fall, it'll be a 10:30 start. He has 8 more. Speaking of starts, what a start for Hawk Halas with a 162 opener. And since we had our annual championship show, a couple of weeks ago, our $20,000 True Value Championship show, we are in the countdown toward our next one. Peter Flynn, and he has a strike. And to explain briefly to those of you viewing us in Providence and Portland, our newer viewers, what we do is we have 51 weeks during which our bowlers have an opportunity to qualify for the championship show. And at the end of that time, the 5 bowlers who have had the highest 3-string total in those 51 weeks will compete in a championship show, which will be an hour and a half live with a $10,000 first prize, $5,000 to the runner-up, and so forth. $20,000 in prize money. Peter Flynn rolled a 407 last week, and obviously at the moment is number 1, just missed on getting that 7-pin. So he's had a pair of 9s as fills on strike. And Hawk Halas is in an excellent position right now to also qualify. He went into the gutter on that one, so it's a 9. Now Hawk Halas with 2 marks in a row already. He picked up $200 in bonus money in the first string alone. How about that? Thin hit. Just 2. All right, no bonus at the moment for 3 marks in a row, that is. It's a 9. The pinfall would be both bowlers combined on a day that your card would be chosen. I'll explain more after we take another commercial break here, which we do at the end of 4 in the middle string. There it is at the end of 4. It is our challenger, Hawk Halas of Chelsea, Massachusetts, 49 with 2 bonus balls to roll. And our defending champion, Peter Flynn from Lawrence, Massachusetts, 56. Peter Flynn on the line to roll in the 5th box of this middle string, coming to the halfway point of the match. Thin on the right side. Just 2 pins out of there. 3 and the 9. And now he goes left side. And still has 3 pins standing. 1, 5, and 8. Just the 1. As you know, the configuration of the pins goes left to right. You have the 1, and then in the next row, the one on the left is the 2, and then the 3. Then comes the 3rd row where it goes left to right, 4, 5, 6, and across the back, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pretty shot. Oh, yes. What a pretty spare by Peter Flynn. A beauty. Look at the way he moved that over. Oh. In this game of Candlepin Bowling, the wood that is in play, that is the felled wood that's lying on the deck behind the deadwood line, sometimes can help and sometimes it can be what we call a roadblock. That's the first bonus ball for Hawk Halas. The 1, 2, 4, and 10. Wood rolling around, which he's waiting to quiet down. Nope. Got the 1 and 10. 2 and 4 still there. All right, what I was telling you about the home viewer, you take a postcard and take a guess as to what you think the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, and hope that it will be chosen on, your card will be chosen on a particular day when that happens to be the total. However, our producer-director, Phil Rubin, gives you 10 pins either side. For example, last week, the total pinfall, both bowlers combined, happened to be a 793, which meant that if I had chosen a card that would have been anywhere from 783 to 803, that person would have won a jackpot of $150. Since the guess turned out to be less than that, it was in the 700s, but not that high, then we add another $50. But the nice thing about this is that if your card is chosen, even if you're nowhere near the total, you will receive not one, but several prizes. Now, all we ask is to make sure it's on a postcard and send it to this address. Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192. After we have the winner, the cards are all thrown away, and we start all over again. Peter Flynn, our defending champion, on the line. He's staying even with Hawk Halas in this string. However, Hawk Halas rolled a 162 opener. Peter had a 133. Janie Cartier keeping score on that big scoreboard today, and Keith Williams keeping score beside me. And they will both write down strike right now for Peter Flynn in the 8th. There it is. Now on the line is Hawk Halas. Little too full. The man who's watching all of this and supervising right there is Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee. Joanne Panto is our secretary. Don Riley is our statistician. Phil Rubin is our producer-director. It's a 9-box for Richard Halas. Big hit. And the 7-pin goes for a spare. Flynn has himself 2 strikes in a row. And I hasten to tell you that the extra bonus for 3 strikes in a row is $1,000. He has 2 of them. Is it going to go? Oh, no! That pin rocked back and forth, but the 8-pin would not fall into the 4-pin. Had it gone, he would have been $1,000 richer. He makes the spare. He has put 3 marks in a row together for another $50 in bonus money. If he strikes now, that would mean 4 marks in a row, and another $50. And he came close, but no, it's a 9. A 141. And a total of 284. It's a 151, that's right. And a total, as I said, of 284. Wow. And here's Hawk Halas on the line right now. He's working on a spare. Oh, just missed dropping that number 1 as the pins came tumbling this way from the back door. One and 10 with wood in between. And yes! He has 2 in a row. $112 and counting. He was a little off balance as he delivered that one. Just 3. 115. Oh, so close to making it 3 in a row. But the kingpin would not go down. So Peter Flynn picks up another $50 as he wins the middle string. Hawk Halas makes it a 10, 125. So we have, Peter Flynn has been able to close the gap with a 151 opposite the 125. As you can see, he's very tensely sitting there. And the score right now, there it is at the end of 2. It is Halas 287 and Flynn 284. Who has seen what was a big lead after 162 to 133, reduced to just 3 pins, 287, 284. A good 10. A last reminder that applications for the World Candlepin Bowling Congress Professional Tour are still available. Ladies must have an average of 102 or better, men 112 or better. There'll be 6 tournaments on the tour, over $8,500 in prize money each tournament. And if you'd like further information, just write to WCBC, World Candlepin Bowling Congress, but WCBC would do. Post Office Box 545, Webster, Massachusetts. And the zip code number there is 01570. Now Peter Flynn trailing by 3. He's our defending champion. Both bowlers in excellent positions to pick up an extra bonus of $100 for going over 400. Peter lost an object pin there as the number 1 went down, so he's left with the 7-10 split. However, he has wood down there, 3 pieces, which are lying at unusual angles, and he shall try very hard to utilize the wood to make the 7-10 split. No. All you can do is take a look at it from up above, try to read it. You're 60 feet away. Now he, after throwing the ball down and getting the 10 and having the ball fly across and get the 7, he kind of put his fist down in semi-anger as much as, ah, gosh, why didn't I try that the first time? It would have been a spare. There's a strike. So he will be assured of taking the lead, at least temporarily. Now Richard Hawk Halas. He has a strike. Two bonus balls, and as we know now, 3 strikes in a row is worth a bonus of $1,000. Nope, not that time. He can still make it 2 marks in a row. Trying to pick up a spare by knocking down the 6 and 10. Once again, wood rolling. The bowler must stop and wait until it has stopped. He makes it. For some of you in either the Providence area or the Portland area who are just joining our network and are not familiar with the show, you might be interested in knowing that this program began October 4th, 1958. Peter Flynn gets an 8 drop, so we are closing in on completing 28 consecutive years. And Peter Flynn makes it 2 marks in a row as he gets a spare on top of his strike. Oh, he wanted to see that 6 pin go down, but he's wound up with a 4 and 6 parallel pins. And it looks a long way apart. Let's see what he can do. Banged it off the sidewall on a great try. It came dancing across the 4 pin, that is, but it did not get the 6. A 10. So pending whatever the bonus is that Hawk Halas gets on his spare in the 4th, we'll see what the scoreboard is. At the moment, Peter Flynn leading. He gets 7, and he has, as a split, the 7 alone over on the left, and over on the right, the 6 and 10, with wood. He's looking over that piece of wood. He will be using the 6 pin as an object pin, trying to move the piece of wood that's against it over to get the 7, have the ball go in and take the 10. He made it! All right. It is the match through the 4th box of the 3rd string was tied. Exactly. They were even. And now Hawk Halas has just put a spare up on the board. On that spare, he gets 6 more. No wood to help. His object pin will become the 2. He has the 2, 4, 7 on the left, the 10 alone over on the right. Nope, got the 2 and 4, but the 7 and 10 are still there. In the history of this show, the men's high single string, now you saw 162 by Hawk Halas, but in that 28-year history, Ed Zernike has rolled a 197. That is the top. Jim Barber, a 191. Pete Iannuzzo, a 190. Jim Kelly, a 196. Tom Senemy and Fred Spintig, 182s. The women's high single, Paula Boulette has rolled a 156 and a 157. Stacia Zernike, a 155. Tony Marie Baldinelli, a 150 and a 152. Shelley Carr, a 150. Peter Flynn on the line. He has 1 pin to pick up the 7 pin. He made it using the wood. The men's high 3-string total, Tom Osta, 483. Second, Rosario Lecchiara, 468. Third, Jim Barber, 466. Fourth, Paul Berger, 464. Peter Flynn gets a most unusual and difficult spare leave. Boy, I guess so. Well, let's see what he can do with the 3, 4, 5, and 8. Using the 3, but he didn't get the bounce he wanted off it. And Pete Iannuzzo is 5th with a 459 in the men's high 3. Ladies high 3, Shelley Carr, 400. Shelley Carr, 399. Stacia Zernicke, 399. Marcel Aiken, 395. And Betty Prey, a 394. That'll give you some idea of the highs that we have had, the records that we've had over the 28 years. And you can use that as a comparison to some of the scores. There's Richard Hawk Halas almost getting a strike, all except the 10-pin, but he has, well, he had a piece of wood rolling right up against it. Now it decided to leave, and it's rolled all the way over to the left in about the same position as the 2-pin would be. Now it starts rolling back again. It apparently is going to settle there, and he will now roll. We are tied again in the match, exactly tied, and he has just gotten a spare, hoping to break the tie with that. Just 4 boxes to go, and the match is tied. Oh, you could hear from the background, some of the folks who were here rooting for him let out a sort of a disappointed oh, but he had a thin hit. Now he'll be trying for a 9. Try to get the 3 pins on the right and leave the 7. If he happens to get it, it's a bonus for a 10, but he'll be trying to get a 9 box out of this. Oh, and he gets just one of them, so it is a 7. So basically, he came out even in that sense. It would be the same as if he had rolled a pair of 10s. Started at 80, had a spare, got just a 3 on it, then a 7 box. They are tied, as I said. Let's see what Peter Flynn can do to either go ahead or to allow it to be untied in the sense that he does not score 20 in these 2. 1 and 3 are his object pins, plus a 7 and 8, and he did not get the spare that he wanted. He just missed that 3 pin coming by. It's a 10. At this instant, with 3 boxes for him and 2 for Hawk Halas to go, Hawk Halas leads the match by 3 pins. It is dependent now on what Peter Flynn does. He has 1 pin to pick up for a spare. And yes, he made it. So pending what he does, as far as bonus is concerned, they are at the moment tied again. Now, Hawk Halas up for his final 2. Remember, the last time Hawk Halas was on this show, the man who beat him was Peter Flynn. He's really going to challenge, but he has a piece of wood that may be a roadblock. The 2-pin and the 5-pin and wood in a very tough position right in front of that 2. It's elongated toward us. Can he get it? He made it. A clutch spare for Hawk Halas. gets himself 8 more and a chance for another mark. Yes, he made 6 and 10. What a finish for Halas. Boy, he's putting the pressure on right now, as Peter Flynn put the pressure on him by having a spare in the 8th. Now, let's see what he gets. 7 more. $135. $422. Now, Peter Flynn. Here's his bonus. Wow, what a bonus that is. He just got a strike. We have a shot at the highest combined total. Our highest combined total is 848. Here's Peter Flynn with his first bonus ball, and he gets 8 more. He needs a 138 to tie, a 139 to win. He's right now at 123. He has 16 more. And another box to go, so he should make it. Wow, he did. He just did for another $50 in bonus money. What a match you folks are seeing. Wow. And it's going to be a record breaker. Seven more, I believe. Eight it is. 141. Wow, what a finish. 857, which is a brand new record combined total for our show in 28 years. The highest combined total of 2 bowlers. What a finish, a 435 and a 422, and we'll be right back after this. I doubt that it'll be close to 857, but however, that person will receive these prizes.
A Regina electric broom. No more vacuuming from now on. The Regina electric broom. It's the lightweight, easy way to make cleaning a breeze. The Regina electric broom makes a perfect gift. And Stren fishing line. Fill your reel with premium quality Stren fishing line. Strong, easy handling, smooth casting. Great fishing starts with Stren. And Leg Looks hosiery by Burlington. Daring, fun, and fashion forward. Liven up your wardrobe with Leg Looks. Available in department and...
For a guess. Let's stick a card out down near the bottom here somewhere. And this is Edward Homer of Raymond, New Hampshire, whose guess is 749. And obviously next week it's going to be worth 250. 425, Peter, down there in the high-low jackpot. See what you can do with it. Okay, Richard. Over here, chap. Both of you. Try to make a little room for you. Get in here. Peter, this is Craig, huh? 1 year old, huh? Hi, Craig. How are you? I haven't got much time, but I'm going to give your dad $700 for winning, $350. And this man's going to get $300 plus $350. And you also had more marks won, so you get the $50 gift certificate from True Value, which is a little consolation. I don't know. You know, I'll tell you, it was a great, great match, and we appreciate it so, so much. I mean, both of you, you